prediction in 2002 was that by 2020, there will be an event of bioterror or bioerror that causes 1 million deaths. And we're now about halfway along in that. The voting on it, there's 400 people that think that you're right and 450 people who think that won't happen. Halfway along, what do you think?
Yes. Well, obviously, I desperately hope that I'm wrong in this case, but my concern really was that biotechnology is developing very fast, and there are greater risks of error or terror, and also because populations are crowded in megacities in the developing world, that is the place where any epidemic, a natural one, could become catastrophic. I mean, if you think of natural epidemics like SARS, it was jolly lucky that it didn't get to a developing world city, because it couldn't have been coped with so well if it did. But I think the risk is that there may be some error, or indeed some genuine terror, which, if it happened in area where it couldn't be coped with adequately, could really be catastrophic.
In 2020, when we have a conversation again, and you've either won or lost that prediction, suppose the event has not happened. Would you then do a next 20-year thing, or would the prediction that, well, in the next 20 years it'll happen, or is it your expectation that what we are doing is getting a sort of a non-existence proof here?
Well, I mean, I think this goes back to the theme of my book. I think there is a genuine worry that a few individuals who want to cause widespread devastation will be able to do it more easily with new technology than they could in the past. And so there is this risk. And I think there's a genuine tension between security and privacy, in that if you want to be sure that people aren't surreptitiously misusing these dual-use technologies, then we do need to be fairly intrusive. But I think the good news is that only the older generation seems to care about privacy. If you look at what younger people put voluntarily on Facebook and such like, then it looks as though everyone is watching each other to the extent that we can be assured that it would be conspicuous if someone were being too secretive. But I do worry about a few extremists, like eco-freaks who think the world would be better off without human beings, and we know there are some such people. Some people like that, empowered by technology, could do huge damage. And people with the mindset of those who now design computer viruses may start doing the same with real viruses. So I think these are genuine concerns. And that's why I do feel that it's going to be very hard to maintain freedom and privacy in a world where a few people can do far more damage than they ever could in the past.